Sarah is 15 years old. She loves science, especially biology and chemistry. Ever since she was a child, she dreamed of exploring forests, observing animals, and conducting experiments. This summer, she decided to attend a science camp in a small town near the mountains. The camp promised experiments, nature exploration, and team challenges. On the first day, Sarah's mother drove her to the camp early in the morning. The sun was bright, the sky was clear, and the road was surrounded by green hills and tall trees. Sarah watched the scenery carefully. She noticed birds flying above the trees and small streams reflecting the sunlight. "Mom, I'm a little nervous. What if I don't make any friends?" "Don't worry, Sarah. You are friendly and smart. I am sure you will enjoy it. Just be yourself." When they arrived, Sarah saw many teenagers carrying backpacks and suitcases. The camp had small cabins, tents, a big science laboratory, and even a small lake nearby. Some campers were already playing games, laughing, and introducing themselves. Sarah felt a little shy. "Hello, Sarah. Welcome to Mountain Science Camp. We are very happy to have you here." "Thank you. I am very excited." Sarah carried her suitcase to her cabin. Her roommate, Lena, a girl of the same age with brown hair and bright eyes, smiled at her. "Hi, I'm Lena. Are you new here?" "Yes, I am. Nice to meet you." "Nice to meet you too. Let's unpack and then explore the camp together." The cabin was small but cozy. There were 2 beds, a small desk, and a window that looked out at the forest. Sarah unpacked her clothes, placed her notebooks and camera on the desk, and looked around. She felt a little more comfortable with Lena beside her. Orientation and first impressions. After unpacking, all campers gathered in the main hall. The camp director explained the schedule in detail. Morning, experiments and workshops in biology, chemistry, and physics. Afternoon, nature walks, animal observation, and team challenges. Evening, campfire, storytelling, and group discussions. Sarah listened carefully and wrote notes in her notebook. She felt excited and slightly nervous at the same time. Sarah, thinking, "I can't wait to start the experiments. I hope they are really interesting and not too difficult." In the afternoon, Sarah and Lena joined other campers for a short orientation walk around the camp. They explored the forest, a small river, and a wide meadow. Some campers were already making friends, laughing, and introducing themselves. Sarah felt a little shy. "Lena, do you like hiking?" "Yes, I love it. The forest here looks amazing. I want to explore it more." "Me too. And tomorrow, we have a big hike near the lake." As they walked, Sarah noticed a small family of deer in the distance. She stopped and pointed at them. "Lena, look! Deer! They are so beautiful." "Wow! I've never seen them so close before." They stayed quietly for a few minutes, observing the deer before continuing their walk. The counselors explained the safety rules, how to stay on the paths, and what to do if they see wildlife. Evening campfire. In the evening, all campers gathered around a large campfire near the lake. The fire was warm, and the sky above was filled with stars. Sarah noticed how quiet and peaceful the mountains were. The counselors sang songs, told funny stories, and taught the campers a few survival tips. Camper: "Tomorrow, we will start our first big experiment. Be ready and don't forget your notebooks and pencils." Sarah: "Yes, I can't wait to try it." Sarah sat near Lena. They roasted marshmallows and watched the flames dance. The reflection of the fire on the lake looked magical. Sarah felt happy and excited. She realized that, although she had been nervous in the morning, the camp already felt welcoming and full of opportunities. Sarah, thinking, "This camp is going to be amazing. I will learn so much and meet new friends. I hope I can do the experiments well and maybe discover something new in the forest." Sarah went to bed early.
Outside, she could hear the soft sounds of the forest, birds, insects, and the gentle wind in the trees. She closed her eyes and dreamed of forests, animals, and exciting experiments waiting for her.
The next morning, Sarah wakes up early. She feels excited and a little nervous because today is the first day of experiments. After breakfast in the camp dining hall, she packs her notebook, pencil, and a small bottle of water. Sarah, thinking, I hope the experiments are interesting. I want to do everything correctly. She meets Lena and some other campers in the main lab. The lab is big and bright, with microscopes, glass tubes, plants, and chemical solutions. There are several tables for group experiments. Counselor: Good morning, everyone. Today, you will start with biology experiments. You will work in groups. Remember to follow the instructions carefully and always wear gloves and safety glasses. Sarah is nervous, but excited. She sees her group, Lena, two boys named Alex and Daniel, and another girl named Maya. Lena: Sarah, let's work together. I think we can be a great team. Sarah: Yes, I hope so. Let's do our best. First experiment: observing plant cells. Their first experiment is to observe plant cells under a microscope. Sarah carefully slices a thin leaf sample and places it on the slide. She focuses the microscope and looks through the lens. Wow! I can see the tiny cells in their walls. It's amazing. Maya: Yes, it looks like a small world inside the leaf. Alex and Daniel measure the cells and write their observations in the notebook. Sarah draws a detailed picture of what she sees. Sarah, thinking, I love drawing and writing about science. It helps me understand better. After 1 hour, the counselor checks their work and praises them. Counselor: Good job, group. Your observations are correct and your drawings are very detailed. Sarah: Thank you. I feel proud of our work. Star: Team challenges and small problems. In the afternoon, they go for a nature walk near the forest. The counselors ask them to find different types of leaves, insects, and small plants for another experiment. Sarah and her team look carefully around the trees and grass. Daniel: I found a strange insect. What is it? Sarah: I think it's a small beetle. Let's take a photo and check later in the guidebook. While walking, Alex trips on a small root and drops his notebook into the mud. Everyone laughs, but Sarah helps him clean it. Sarah: Don't worry, Alex. We can write the notes again. Alex: Thanks, Sarah. I am a little messy today. They collect samples, take photos, and write notes. Sarah enjoys observing nature closely. She feels happy to be in the forest, learning and discovering. Star: Evening reflection and friendship. After returning to the cabins, Sarah takes a shower and sits on her bed with Lena. They talk about the day. Lena: Sarah, I like working with you. You are very careful and smart. Sarah: Thanks, Lena. I like working with you too. I hope we can do more experiments together. Sarah writes in her notebook: Observed plant cells, drew detailed pictures, collected leaves, insects, and small plants, learned how to work in a team. She feels proud and excited for the next day. Sarah, thinking, I want to learn more about animals tomorrow. Maybe we can see birds or fish near the lake. I hope the experiment is fun and I can help my team. Sarah goes to bed and listens to the sounds of the forest. She falls asleep dreaming about microscopes, insects, and exciting discoveries.
Sarah wakes up early again. The sun is shining brightly and the forest smells fresh after a light morning rain. She quickly eats breakfast, eggs, toast, and orange juice. She feels excited and a little nervous because today is her second day at the camp and they will study animals near the lake in the forest. Sarah, thinking, I hope I can see some interesting animals. Maybe birds, frogs, or even fish in the lake. I want to take notes and photos. She meets Lena and the rest of the group outside the cabin. The counselors explain the plan for the day. Morning, animal observation and recording behavior. Afternoon, water experiment at the lake and nature sketching. Evening, storytelling and reflection around the campfire. Counselor, remember, observe carefully, don't touch animals unnecessarily, and write everything in your notebook. Take photos if possible. Sarah picks up her binoculars and camera and follows her group to the forest. Morning animal observation. The forest is quiet, except for birds singing and leaves moving in the gentle wind. Sarah spots a small red bird on a branch. Sarah, look, Lena, a red bird. It's very small. Lena, wow, it's beautiful. Let's take a photo before it flies away. Sarah adjusts her camera and captures the bird. She writes notes in her notebook. Color, red and yellow. Size, small, about the size of my hand. Behavior, hops on branches, sings frequently. The group continues walking and sees a family of frogs near a small stream. Daniel wants to touch a frog, but Sarah stops him. Sarah, don't touch them. We can just observe and take notes. Daniel, oh, okay. I forgot. You're right. They watch the frogs jump into the water and record the behavior. Green color, small size, jumps far to escape danger, lives near the water. The group moves carefully, trying not to disturb the animals. Mini accident and teamwork. While walking near the lake, Sarah trips on a root and almost falls into the mud. She laughs nervously. Oh no, I almost fell. My shoes are dirty now. Alex, are you okay, Sarah? Sarah, yes, I'm fine. Just a little muddy. Lena helps Sarah clean her shoes with some water from a small bottle. The counselor smiles. Be careful. Roots and rocks can be tricky, but it's good to see you helping each other. Sarah realizes that teamwork is very important, not only in experiments, but also when exploring nature. Afternoon, water experiment at the lake. After lunch, the group moves to the lake to do a water quality experiment. Sarah collects water samples using small bottles, measures the temperature, and checks for small insects and plants in the water. Sarah, Lena, look, there are tiny green creatures moving in the water. Lena, yes, I think they are small larvae. Let's draw them in our notebooks. The group writes notes. Water temperature, 18 degrees Celsius. Small larvae present. Plants growing near the edge. Sarah feels proud because her notes are clear and the drawings are detailed. The counselor checks their work and praises them. Excellent observations, everyone. You are careful and precise. This is exactly how real scientists work. Exploring a hidden part of the camp. After the experiment, Sarah and Lena decide to explore a hidden path near the lake. They see a small wooden bridge and a tiny waterfall. The sound of water is calming, and the place feels magical. Sarah, Lena, this is amazing. I didn't know this part of the camp existed. Lena, me neither. Let's take some photos and draw it in our sketchbooks. They take photos of the waterfall, the small plants around it, and the insects flying near the water. Sarah notices a colorful butterfly landing on a leaf. She writes notes. Color, orange, black, and white.
Behavior: stays on flowers, moves slowly. Wings: about 5 centimeters wide. They spend about 30 minutes exploring quietly. Sarah feels happy and calm. Evening campfire and reflection. Back at the cabins, Sarah cleans her shoes and notebooks. She eats dinner with her group, pasta, salad, and fresh fruit. In the evening, all campers gather for the campfire again. They share stories about the day. Sarah: today, I saw red birds, frogs, small larvae in the water, and even a butterfly. I almost fell into the mud, but Lena helped me. Lena: yes, it was an amazing day. I loved exploring the hidden waterfall too. The counselors talk about teamwork, observation, and patience. Sarah writes in her notebook: observed birds, frogs, larvae, and butterflies. Learned about water quality and ecosystems. Helped a friend and learned the importance of teamwork. Discovered a hidden waterfall and sketched the scenery. Sarah, thinking, this camp is more than experiments. It's about exploring, helping friends, and discovering nature. I can't wait for tomorrow. Maybe we will see even bigger animals or learn something new in the forest. Sarah goes to bed and listens to the sounds of the night, frogs, crickets, and the flowing river. She smiles and thinks about the adventures waiting for her.